All right, then. So now what we are going to do is, so we are going to bring this, the home templates and everything. So let's go ahead. So first, we already have the templates data. We already fetched the templates data by using the use templates custom hook. So using that use templates custom hook, I'm going to bring the data. So let's remove the unnecessary files over here. We don't need the header.jsx, filter.jsx, helper.js, animation stuff, home container, let's leave it there. Index.js is not necessary. So this is the place where we have to render the template, right? So to do that, we're going to bring the use templates. So let's bring the use templates over here. Const data is equals to use templates, which is coming from our custom hook. So let's get the data and let's get the is error and let's get the is temp loading and of course a refetch, right? So for this, I'm just going to use the different alias name for this data. I'm just going to say templates, and for this temp underscore is error, and for the loading temp underscore is loading, and for this refetch temp underscore refetch. Save changes. These are the things. Now you can see we have the templates data. So far we do have an empty array. So let's go ahead and add a new template. Add new template. So let me close this and template. Let's give a template name. Let's say professional resume for software developers. Click here to add a new template. Let's choose, let's go to the here, work, resume builder, images, template one. I already shared these images and everything in the description. So please click the link and go ahead and open it. So copy it. And there we go, it's been updated. And let's choose software keywords, all the unnecessary keywords for this. And yep. All right, so click the save option. So once it's successfully saved, you can see we have the template over here. And now if I get back to the home, of course, I will have some data over here. You can see I have the template. Now all I have to do is to bring the template and render it over here. That's what I need to do now. So to do that, what I'm going to do is, if there is while doing, if there is any errors or something, we need to display like something went wrong, please try again later or refresh or something like that. So if it is loading, if the template is loading, if the temp is loading, then I need to return main spinner.jsx. So now if I refresh this, okay, so we are getting the search term as undefined, where undefined, somewhere we are using the search term, right? That means we are using the search term in the header. We are using the search terms over here only. Copy, find it. Okay, this one. Okay, these one. So we need to change all these things into a conditional rendering to avoid those mistakes. Then where else? I think here it's fixed. Save it, and we have to fix this in the filters.jsx too. Yep, here we go. Do the conditional rendering because initially those states doesn't have those properties. So we need to use the conditional rendering. So say this changes. Now if you refresh it, you can see we have the loader and it's fetching the data, and now it's not showing anything because we didn't do anything at all. So inside this form container, right after here, what I'm going to do is, so if the temp error while loading, if there is template error, then what I need to do, I need to bring the react dot fragment. If there is no error, then I need to bring a react fragment. All right, so inside this, if there is an error, what we are supposed to do. I'm going to bring a paragraph tag and I'm just going to say something went wrong. Please try again later. This is the text I need to display. So class name, which is going to be text lg, and text txt doc. This is the text I need to display. If anything goes wrong, if nothing goes wrong, then of course what we have to do. So we have to bring a division, and that is going to be widthful, and I'm going to display as a grid, and grid columns initially it's going to be 1, but on the medium device grid column it's going to be 2, and on the large device the grid column is going to be 3, and 2XL device the grid, that means the extra large device the grid column is going to be 4, and the gap between each and everything is going to be 2. And inside here, this is the place main thing, we have to bring the template. So every time whenever you refresh it, you can see it's bringing the template with some kind of animation. So to do that stuff only, we are keeping it inside a separate internal component. So I'm going to create an internal component just to render a template. Just to render a template, I'm going to create an internal component, and inside that I'm going to pass that template information as a property. So let's bring that internal component over here, render a template, then I'm just passing the templates information inside here. Let's keep that information like, what is that? What is that template? Yeah, that's the data that we have to supply it inside here. Then let's close this. And here I'm just going to say a return. Inside this return, I'm going to bring a react.fragment, open it. And inside this react fragment, I'm going to render that template. So if we do have the templates, and if the templates dot length is greater than 0, then we need to render this fragment, react.fragment. If not, I need to render this react fragment. So if there is no data to display, if we don't have any data to display, that means which is empty. In that case here, this is the place where we have to do, we have to bring and display no data form, right? If we have something, then of course over here, I'm going to bring the animate presence, and I'm going to render the templates and templates.map, open it. I'm going to get that template information, then I'm going to get that index, call a callback function, and here I'm going to create a custom component. So let's go ahead and create a component called template design pin, template design pin.jsx, and inside here RAFCE, save the changes. Let's export it from here. Let's keep that template design pin, copy and export it in that same name, save these changes, close this, and let's get back here and let's bring that template design pin from the components, and this function and this component is going to take two different parameters as a properties. First we need to fix the duplicate value. So inside the template we do have the underscore id, that's the key, and we need to get the data property, and that is going to carry on the template data. Then we need to get the index, what is the current index, and that is coming from your index value, save these changes. So now you should get the template design pin. So that is which is being rendering over here. The reason is rendering only one time because we have only one data inside that array. That's the reason it's rendering that template design pin. Now inside this, the template design pin, so we are going to customize it to look it in this way, including some animation stuffs and everything. So that's what we are going to do next.